Okay, so let's have a little look inside the desert temple. And this was my original sort of home, I guess. After the hole in the rock, I built this into a home, and there was again a lot more decoration and storage going on in here. But since then, I have emptied it out, and I've blocked this off. But that's down there. Used to be the area where you get all the chests underneath the desert temple. Unfortunately, I didn't know about that when I first moved in, and one day there was just an almighty explosion. I didn't know what happened, and well, there's actually a great big cavern system under there as well. And yeah, my nether portal, or one of them. This is the main one, because I think this one does actually take me to a nether fortress. Up here was my original bedroom. I kind of added a little bit, or knocked a little bit out here so I could see what was going on. And that was the bedroom where I used to sleep. Alright, Herobrine. You want to go to the nether. There's nothing much in the nether really, except death, but we can have a quick look, I suppose. I have built a road in the nether so we can have a look around from one nether portal to another. It's a way I used to use for getting about quickly was nether portals, and so the road here led to another portal. Now, I seem to remember one of the last, or was it? No, it was the first time I brought Orange Herobrine to the nether in, was it this world? It may even have been this world. And he decided to attack some pigmen. Yeah, we were not in the world for very long. Very quickly died on that one. But here we go up the stairway. This should come out near the nether fortress, and another one of my, there we are, nether portals. This one seems to have glitched slightly. Through this tunnel here is the entrance into the nether fortress. Let's just run along through here a bit. I dug my way in. Here we go. And here's the nether fortress. And so there's lots of goodies to be got from nether fortresses. I do like the nether actually in this texture pack. It does look pretty cool. Lots of torches. I use torches a lot in the nether so that I can find my way around. That is definitely not a place to fall off. I believe I've fought a few ghasts here and nearly come a cropper once or twice falling down into that lava pit. I wonder, is this actually still activated? Let's go through. Let's see where we go. This should take me to one of my villages. I think it's the one where I'm on top of a house in the village that I converted for myself. But we shall see. Yes, as we can see, had some issues here in the past, but this is Horsetown. Here we go. And this was a village I found. It's the second village I found after one of my explorations. My bedroom, this original storage room. Still got a few of the chests still kicking around. And little balcony. I thought this was a good place to go because again we got this sort of ravine, and ravines are really good places to get lots of resources from. Ooh, cake. Sadly, I'm full. And then down here is the living room. We've also got some cellars and an enchantment room. And then down here is my main mine shaft, or my original mine shaft in this village. So I don't think we need to spend lots of time going down into the mine. I don't know if oh, lovely. Rotten flesh, delish. The problem with this village is I thought I'd set up home, and I tried very hard to protect all the villagers from zombies, but unfortunately it didn't work out, and eventually the last villager was killed by zombies, and this became a ghost town. So it was at that point that I decided to leave. Here's the plaza I built in the middle of town. I decided to leave, but before I left, I did leave a little memorial to all the people of Horsetown who had died. One day I possibly would like to try and repopulate this. So any zombie villagers that crop up, I can get in here and oh yes, there's another nether portal I built. I've built quite a few nether portals, some with more success than others. But maybe one day we will repopulate this with some villagers, much as the same as I've done on Sky City. But not today. The reason it's called Horsetown is because out here was literally just my first ever horses that I found. I have since grabbed most of them, I think, and tamed them. Here we have my little glade I built with my fishing pond. I have tamed them and taken them off elsewhere. But here we go. So that was Horsetown, and this was the second village I located and built in. The first one was a desert village, and I hadn't got a clue about zombie attacks at that time. I was only just fairly recently into Minecraft, and consequently the villagers died very quickly. I was quite happy sleeping in my bed, wake up and then be hearing that horrible noise of villagers being attacked by zombies, and they all died fairly quickly. I think there was also, because it's a desert village, a lot of the villagers tend to kill themselves on cactuses, which is not too bright, to be fair. I have no idea if Orange Herobrine, and he got his name wrong again, is still on the nether or if he's left. But if you are still on here, I'm now heading off. Oh, someone's been chopping up. Right. Hopefully I've got a pickaxe that works, because I've just trapped myself in here. Good. A ghast? Well then, get out of here. We don't like ghasts. I can't hear it. I've got my volume turned down. Oh, you killed it. Well done. Excellent. What a warrior. Here he is. I'm heading back now, Orange Herobrine. And it's probably night time by now, I'd have thought. Yes, it is. So we might as well get some sleep. Just in case this happened and we got caught outside, I did make a bed, and hopefully Orange Herobrine has as well. With a bit of luck, when we go outside, we won't be horribly surprised by anything. I always prefer to play my worlds in survival. I do have a few hardcore worlds as well, but I just find survival more fun. Certainly better than creative. Creative, I find, is just it doesn't work the same. It's so much better, and you collect all the stuff that you're going to use to build with. And okay, my horse is gone, I'm guessing. What did you do with the horse, Orange Herobrine? Okay, well, there is another horse. I'll have that one while I leave you to look for the other one. Okie dokie. It can't have gone far if it has run off. I don't see a horse anywhere. Never mind, I'm hoping he's taken it, because, well, otherwise we're going to be short a horse. So, what I'm going to do then is we're going to go and have a look at one of my other villages, and we have to follow this pathway. I'm heading along the cobblestone road Orange Herobrine, I don't know where you are, but that's where I'm going. And this will eventually take us to one of my other villages. Up here, this is a kind of my Egyptian kind of monument, I suppose. But I don't know why I built it. I guess something to look at from my bedroom window, or from one of the windows over there anyway. It is lit up at night. We've got lots of glowstone blocks. Probably running into okay, and here we come. This is we're now heading. Why are these blocks just sitting there? I haven't been here for ages. Oh well. This is Monesville. See the village coming up. I'll just wait here a moment and let the chunks come in. And there's another makeshift bridge I built so I could ride my horse over there, but I will need to eventually turn it into a proper bridge. So I might even leave this as a stone bridge. Could be quite cool. Okay. Multiple gates, because of course horses are 2 blocks wide. And here's the multicoloured sheep farm. Pigs and cows, lots and lots. I did spend an awful lot of time here. The village has lots of people in it. I managed to save this place, it was quite successful. And here is the stables. See, there's still quite a few horses in there, so I'll take this one. That'll leave the front stable open. Orange Herobrine. Now you do tend to bang your head when you get off. Let's just close up one of those so the horse doesn't run. There we go. Alright, you stay there. Yeah, so this is my stable. And we should have, if we've got anything left in here, I've cleared out a lot of stuff. Yeah, there's plenty of saddles and horse armor still kicking around. And we can go out and have a look around the town. And I guess Orange Herobrine will be along shortly. If it gets to night time, just let me know if you're going to have a sleep, Orange Herobrine, and I will have one too. So I built this church. This was something I built for the village, and built quite a few houses to encourage more villagers to be born. And you find I've got some of these dodgy looking buildings with multiple doors, mainly because I read somewhere that it's not the number of houses that you have, it's the number of doors. Oh, here you go. Hi, Orange Herobrine. The stables are that way if you wanted to go and find them. I put ladders in to the well because villagers are often falling in. And here is my house, if I can get in it. Good. What I actually did was turn several houses into my house. So there's different rooms. This is guest room, or gardener's lodge, as it's called. And we've got the indoor garden, or the greenhouse, completely enclosed in glass. Over there you can see, there we go, it's an iron golem wandering around. That was, that house there with all those different doors in was basically to encourage lots and lots of villagers. Now, we've got so many doors that there are actually 2 iron golems here. And here's home sweet home, and this was my home for a long time. Out here I have got, over here should be another nether portal. This is the main nether portal I used. It does have an automatic starting system. It's quite a big one. I can't remember why I built it so big, but there would have been a reason. And down here we have got lots of flames killing off lots of bad guys. This is my storage area. There we go. And my first bit of redstone that I tried to make operates all the lights, switches them on and off, because it's nice sometimes just to come in here and down here and have a look into my pond. You often get sort of different mobs and things swimming around in the pond. But of course you don't want it dark in here for too long, otherwise the mobs are no longer in the pond, they're in here. And this was my storage area, and you can see everything is labelled up. There's still quite a bit of stuff in here, but most of it has been taken out now. Hi pal. Alright, you found a use for eggs. Don't put them. We're going to have chickens all over the place now. Oh well. And here is my mine. And I've got mine carts because I got fed up with wandering all the way down to the bottom of the mine. So there's a mine cart system to take you all the way to the bottom. So it's quite handy. Hello, chicken. In this area, sort of, I just expanded the house a bit at a time. We've got the east wing that includes. Oh, here's the guest bedroom. So this is where the guys can sleep and put their stuff. I have a Roman bath in here. Thanks. And then I've got the murder room. Now this was my first attempt to make a mob killer, and it had limited success. All the way down there to the bottom is where the mobs spawn. I've got a great big spawning area, which then kind of conveyor belts them in to a water tower, where they come up and then get killed off by this lava, and then the goodies collect in the chest. But it had, well, limited success. I don't get an awful lot of stuff in there. Never really did work out why. I think it's probably something to do with the delivery system isn't as good as it could be. And here's where I keep most of my dogs, with dog food and bones there, and we've got the different names of them. So we have Wolfie, Shadow, Sandy, Ice, Minty, Gritter, and Boney. Now Gritter is the daughter of Ice and Sandy, and Boney is the son of Shadow and Minty. So there we go. And just out here, I suppose it's probably dark now. Yes, it is. So I'm not going out there. There's always mobs out there. But out there, we've got my racetrack. I built a horse racing track, and well, here it is. This was my home for quite a while. Kitchen is up here. Lots of food. If you need any more food, there's plenty. There should be plenty in there. And then upstairs to the bedrooms and the roof space. So here's my bedroom. And I've got a little walkway out here so I can deal with any nasties that decide to come crawling around on top of the house. But there we go. So here is my original world. You've seen probably my favourite places in the original world, and I hope you've enjoyed it, because I think it's time to end the video and get some much needed shut-eye. So I'll see you guys later in the next video. Bye!